Today I'm going to go through a text thread and dating strategy that you guys can implement yourselves. Trying to add as much value as I possibly can here for a lot of guys out there that are struggling with their dating. But before we kick it off, I'm Dave. This channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. If you want some one-on-one coaching with me, top link in the description, and you can join up to my Telegram group to ask any questions. So, this is a text strategy that I was using, a double booking strategy as well, and how to rewind it back and save it. Not to mention, I'm also adding in something a little bit more complex as well, is I'm over exaggerating my, I'm just overly lovey-dovey. I'm sending lots of kisses and hearts and things like that, okay? This is all part of this method. Overall strategy. It's a bit more complex than most dating coaches out there because most dating coaches don't know what they're doing. They call it Occam's razor or something. Keep it simple, stupid, because it's just caveman game for most of them. But we're here to give you guys some complex stuff. Anyway, so let's have a look at this first one. By the way, I like you to wear something spicy for our 6 p.m. Friday date. Now, this is a beautiful secretary that finished work in the CBD about 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon. I met her, you know, she's high heels, all dressed in black, hot secretary, wouldn't be more than 25, and then we start texting, and I'm literally just texting like this, spicy kiss, hug. And her reply is, hee, can't guarantee that my work clothes are spicy because, well, Friday she's going to finish work and meet me straight after work. By the way, can we move it till 7? Smiley face. And I'm going, sure, babe. I'm throwing in babe. This is, I'm trying to make this, move this forward fast, okay? There's a strategy and I'll get there to explain that a little bit later on, but you kind of see where I'm going with this. Babe, kiss, hug. Wear something spicy for our date. Okay, where am I meeting you? So I give her the location. See you soon, babe. And then she's like, sorry, hun. Boom. Straight away. She's going, hun. She's calling me hun. Why? Because I set the frame. Hey, babe. Kiss, hug. She's calling me sorry, hun. So she's calling me hun. I might be late. 7:15. So I'm already escalating through text. It's already, you know, it's like text escalation. I'm way over the top. And the reason why I'm able to do this is because I don't care if she's like, hey, that's too fast. Stop texting me kisses and that. And I'll go, okay, that's fine. But I don't care. I'm outcome independent, right? Because I focus on making sure that I bring new girls in all the time, and I'm not living in scarcity, right? So therefore I'm able to try these things. I'm like, it's okay, take your time, kiss. So it's really over the top. Anyway, she accidentally, so this is one date for 7:15. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through to the other girl, and what happened with the other girl is she, the week prior, decided that right before I turned up on the date, she didn't even message me. I called her. I was like, are you here? She was supposed to arrive the Friday previously. She was just like, oh, I'm sick, I can't turn up. So she didn't just flake, she organized the date, which is something that is very common out there. A lot of you guys that are actually executing on some game out there are very aware of. She didn't turn up, and I called her. She's like, oh, I'm sick, sorry, I didn't tell you. And I'm like literally standing on the spot at the time that I'm supposed to meet her. So it kind of blew out my Friday, right? Yeah, so she flaked on my date, and here it is. I tried to call her when she was supposed to be there. You can see it's 6:53. She said, sorry, I can't talk right now. And I said, well, straight after it, sounds like you'll be a little bit late. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Oh my God, I'm sorry. And then I said, while waiting there, by the looks of things, almost 20 minutes, give me a time frame. Then she said, I fell sick. Don't think I can make it. Sorry, didn't update you earlier. That is like the worst. That is very common for guys out there trying to meet girls. This is very common. So what you do is you learn not to take it personally, right? And what you do is, because you haven't built enough emotional connection with the girl, you're not important to her. You're just like every other guy out there chasing this one girl. And if she's hot, like this one is hot, you're even less important, because it's supply and demand. There's so many guys chasing her. She posts a photo on Instagram and you saw her Instagram, you'll be like, whoa, what the hell? And if you see me and her walking along the street, you also think, what's grandpa doing with this hot babe? You get what I mean, okay? So I'm so irrelevant to her, and that's the whole point of game. Recognizing your mate value and figuring out a way to still win, right? So underneath here, no worries, get better soon. We can have dinner next Friday, kiss hug. Now, I wasn't doing kiss hugs before. I thought about that. You can see, like, I was like, it took me 45 minutes. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Okay, so let's go over the top. And then what did she do? She goes, at least tell me where we are going. Then I can decide what to wear. And then guess what I did? I threw in an egg. Dress up. We're going for a dinner date. No granny pajamas. So I threw in an egg just to try and let her know I exist and I have standards. Admittedly, obviously, I'm trying to wind her back in after her not seeing me as human, right? And then she goes, okay, smiley face. So we're back on, right? We're back on. And then the next day, at night time, I was like, hey babe, feeling better, is it corona? Kiss hug. Hopefully not. And it took her like 24 hours to respond. I'm so irrelevant to her. This is game, guys. This is game. If you are getting girls way above your mate value, that's what game is, okay? If you're not aware of that, well, you don't have game. They treat you like you are kind of irrelevant because you're getting a girl that's way above you, you know, and you're not using money or status or any of the other ways that most guys use. This is the Friday after, okay? The Friday after I go, she goes, well, we're chatting away, of course, obviously. She goes, can we go rooftop today? And I said, sure, babe, let's meet at 8 p.m. then and have dinner after the bar. Now, the reason why I slotted her at 8 p.m. is because I've already showed you guys the text thread from the previous girl. So I got a 7 and she turns up 7:15, and I've got the 8 p.m. date. So I got two girls lined up, and there's like 45-minute difference. Pretty late, where shall we meet? And then I say, look, I can pick you up from your place. Then she's like, okay. And then she's like, actually, could you pick me up at her place? She gives me her address. And then I use that as an opportunity to extend it to 8:30. Now, at this point, you're probably wondering, okay, well, how's he going to make a quick little date off the first one? Well, the first one, the whole point of the first date was to, within a short period of time, try to pull her directly home. And you're probably thinking, what? So, like, what if she just says no? And then you say, okay, well, sorry, I'll see you later, bye-bye. And then that's it. You're probably thinking, well, that's, how's that going to work out? Well, sometimes it doesn't work out, you see? And what happened was that Friday, the 7:15 girl, I literally, she accidentally went near my place. She went to the wrong address. And I was like, oh, well, seeing as we're here, we went literally straight back to my place. And I just said, oh, okay, come on, let's go. And she just went with me. She was okay with it. I said, let's have something at my place instead of going out. And she just went along with it. If any point along that, the traveling back to my apartment, she would have said no, or like, I don't want to go back to your place. I would have said, let's do this next weekend maybe. And I just like, okay, bye. And then the second date, I will meet her at 8:30 at her place, and then take her to the rooftop bar or whatever she wanted to go, and then try to pull her straight back to my place. I was in a mood of just pulling directly home that night. And if it doesn't work, I don't care. Because I have work like this, making videos for you guys, which is something that I can do anyway. So I either if I try to pull the first one, she goes no. The second one, she's like no, and then I just come back and make another video for you guys and tell you guys about it. So that is, I'm busy. I got things to do, and that's the best way to run your game. Really, when you are you're not stressed if you get rejection, because that's part of the game. You don't worry about people, treating you badly or as if you're not important, because you understand, guys that have game, they understand that you have to build an emotional connection over time, and sometimes it takes a lot of time to build that up. Now the second date, what she did was she goes, okay, thanks, see you, and then at 8:30 you can see, let me know once arrived. 8:35, missed call. 8:38, another missed call. I checked my phone. I already had a girl with me at that stage at my place, and then I threw out an excuse. I'm sorry, I got caught up. Something happened with work that I had to attend to, damn. And then she's like, oh, it's fine. So the goal is to make sure that you have a good Friday night. The same way with the girl, it's her goal to make sure that she has a good Friday night. And if you're constantly falling into their frame, you're going to have more nights that don't play out the way you like it most of the time, and they're going to play out the way they like it. They're going to get you to do things that you don't want to do, and you're going to lose most of the time. So what I do is I try to make it the way I want it. What did I want to do that night? I wanted to pull a girl home immediately. One or the other. There's a chance one of them. So then what I did was I said, I threw in a joke afterwards. Then I had to wheel it in the very next day. So late that night, I sent a good night, babe, kiss. I didn't turn up to the date, okay? So I've already got one girl at home, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to somehow wind this back. And the girl that I flaked on, the girl that I ghosted on, which ghosted me previously, I tried to make a joke out of it. Good night, babe. 6 minutes later, lol, let's call it even, ha 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 ha. And I'm making a joke out of it. I'm calling out, what's happening and admitting what's happening. And she's like, lol, was meeting friends, so she ended up going out anyway. So you guys need to understand, if you think that me lining up two girls and then flaking on one, I'm a meanie, I'm a bad guy, well, girls have options. Girls have so many options. If you don't turn up, it doesn't affect them at all, because if she's even half decent looking girl or socially aware girl, she's going to have a million options, and that's why you're not important. So if you don't make yourself important, you will never be important, right? So then what did I do? Straight after that, I was the other girl was leaving, and then at midnight I said, come meet me tonight, I miss you, at 12:30 a.m. Because I was at home. I sent the other girl home, and I thought, let's see if we can double this up tonight. And she's like, haha, bar's open? And I said, we can have a drink at my place, I'll pay for your Uber. And she's like, haha, no thanks. So then I spent the entire week sorting this out with her, and then we met up the weekend after, so I was able to somehow salvage the second girl via text. So there's a lot that went on there. Firstly, double booking your weekends. Secondly, escalating through text, like just ridiculous amount. You meet a girl for 5 minutes on the street, and then you're sending her babe and kisses and hugs and all these other things, right? Double booking them. And the extreme pull method, I don't know what to call it, but what it is the first girl, you literally just try pull home, and if she's not down, she's not down. She wants to go out and do whatever, you go, see you later, you got to have the balls to say that. So you go, look, see you later. I've got something else to do. I wanted to take you directly home, and if you don't want to do that, that's fine. That's fine. You know, that's what I wanted to do, and you have to be man enough to actually say what you want. And that's why a lot of guys don't get what they want, is because they don't say what they want. And if she was to just go, then I would have went back to the second girl, maybe went for one glass of wine, maybe, and then, okay, let's get out of here, boom, straight back to my place. And if she said the same thing, she's like, I'm not going directly back to your place, this is our first date, then I would have went, okay, see you later, I got to go home and do some work anyway. You see, so your frame and your strategy and your strategy, you're a man on your path, you have things to do, so you set out the schedule, you plan out your dates, you plan everything out. You don't just wing it text by text, read each text and then figure out what you're going to do. You have a plan for the weekends. You have a plan on how the dates are going to play out. You have a vision, you visualize it. And obviously this is catered to me in my city, the way I do my stuff. I change it all the time. I don't always do this. I have different strategies and different methods all the time. And for you guys at home, the methods are going to change depending on who you are as well. But what I do and what makes me so good at this is I'm happy to literally have girls come in and go, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, see you later. And then I miss out on the girls because I'm not worried about the result. I'm constantly experimenting, and that's the real philosophy behind this. But that's it. This is one method that you guys can probably copy and paste, and it might work for you. It actually might work for you depending on who you are. But that's why you get coaching with me, is because I can have a close look at you and I can give you a strategy and a philosophy, an optimum strategy for your individual situation based on who you are, where you are, your socioeconomic status, your looks, your mate value, obviously, education level, where you are, location is very important as well. There's so many factors involved, and give you the mindset that prevents you from having to deal with the stresses of rejection. That's another underlining message here, is rejection hurts, and as you can see, I sometimes get myself rejected because I'm constantly experimenting. I enjoy it. It's fun. And that's the mindset that you should have. And when you have that mindset, you have more success. So if you like this video, click the subscribe button. Top link in the description to get some one-on-one coaching with me. You can join up to my Telegram group. That's in the description as well. Books in the description too. Awful, disgusting, awful autobiography. I'll see you guys in the next video.